nomenclature. We all know, very simple question. Okay, then next question number 24. Select the correct statement. For the Mendelian disorder, it may be dominant or the recessive. Okay, that is correct. And it may be autosomal or the recessive, autosomal or the sex linked, so that is also correct. Mendelian disorder, all the numbers of the chromosome are not even changed, that is absolutely correct. In the chromosomal disorder, we have seen that the complete set of the chromosome was up and down, but in the Mendelian disorder, we have not seen about the chromosomal number, right? So that is also correct. So Mendelian disorder are mainly determined by alteration or the mutation in a single gene, that is absolutely correct. So we will go with all. Okay, all are correct for the Mendelian disorder. Next is biologists. We have to find out the correct one. Question number 25. So biologists are not sure about how many prokaryotic species there might be. Till now, we don't know the exact number of the species which are actually available here, and how many are there. Okay, how many will be discovered in the future? That also we don't know. So that is also correct. Okay, India is among one of the 12 mega diversity country of the world. Okay, so that is what we have seen, like 12 mega diversity country. Among the 12 diversities countries, we are one. Okay, that is correct. And see, is species diversity increases as we move away. Suppose if we are having the equator, complete Earth, and on the equator we have seen, the species are more. Okay, species would be more. As we will move towards, suppose the number of the species would be decreasing. It would be decreasing as we are moving towards the pole. Okay, but it was more as on the equator. Increase at equator, right? So this is what telling in this one. So here the diversity, they are saying it is increasing. It was not increasing, it was actually decreasing. Okay, so it is incorrect. C would be incorrect. C should not be there. A and B together should be there. Let's say Amazon rainforest is the home of the 3000 species of the fishes. Okay, so that is also correct one. So A, B and the D. A, B, D given in the fourth one. Next is the Gnathostoma is divided into the two super classes, that is classification on the basis of what? It was on the basis of the appendages piece. Forelimbs and the hind limbs. How many are having the two appendages? How many are having the four appendages? Okay, 2 legs and the 2 limbs. That is on the basis of the appendages. So first option. And next is match the following: hippocampus, beta, clarius, labio. So labio is complete name, you should learn. Labio rohu. So D3. Okay, D3 given here. Okay, beta is a fighting fish. So A1 here. A1 D3 option number, sorry, here also. Achha, B we should match. Beta, sorry, A not A3, B1. It is not A3, it should be beta fish is a fighting fish, A1. Sorry, this would be B1. Okay, so B1 given here and D3. B1 D3 option number first. Okay, then next question number 28. Let us match cuboidal, ciliated, columnar and the squamous epithelium. So here for cuboidal epithelium, you have it into the duct of the gland. So A4 given in the third option only. Okay, and ciliated epithelium, you know very well about the fallopian tube for the complete movement of the egg, scrolling of the egg. Okay, so B3. So here and C2 and D1. Okay, D1 why? Because the squamous epithelium would be on the wall of the blood vessels. The next question number 29. The body of the cockroach is divisible into how many? Into the 3 segments. That is the head, thorax and the abdomen. Just a moment. Head, thorax and the abdomen. Okay, so these 3 are the segments. So third. The next is during the extreme summer, frog takes the shelter into the deep burrows to protect them. This is one. Summer estivation means summer is actually the estivation. You have to learn like the AS and HW. HW means homework. No, here not homework. It is the hibernation in the winter sleep and the estivation with the summer sleep. Okay, so we'll go with the second option. The next 31 is what? That is correct statement. You have to find out about the lipid. Lipid is generally water insoluble. They are saying that is correct. Lecithin is a phospholipid. Okay, that is also correct. We have seen it is an amphipathic molecule. It is best example of the phospholipid given in our NCERT. Glycerol is trihydric alcohol. Okay, so actually it is misprinted, trihydrochloric acid. Okay, so this is correct only but misprinted. Okay, correct only but misprinted. So we can say A, B and C together, and phospholipid are found in all the cell membrane. In the cell membrane, that is also correct. So we'll go with the first option. The next is cellulose can hold. 32 is cellulose can not hold the iodine. Okay, and cellulose does not contain the complex halices, because of that it cannot hold the iodine. That is absolutely correct, and explanation also given correct. And starch is actually the vice versa. Starch is just opposite to it, because starch can hold iodine. Okay, starch can hold iodine, because the reason is starch have complex halices. Okay, so because of that it can hold the iodine. Okay, so we can say this is correct, and the correct explanation also. So we'll go with the option number 4. Okay, the next question number 33 here. Which of the following are aromatic amino acid? I told to everyone that aromatic amino acid means W, Y and F. W, Y, F. So W is for the tryptophan, and Y for the tyrosine, and F for phenylalanine. It is a phenylalanine. Okay, so here these three are given together, A, B and the C. Histidine is positively charged with the basic amino acid, so we cannot go through with this one. So we'll go with the A, B and the C. The next is matching. So you can do it by learning the complete name. ERB all together. This is actually what the B will be matching with the third one. B will be matching with the total lung capacity. It is a TLC. Okay, it would be the TLC, that is a B. Okay, B2 given here, and A is TB, ERB. Okay, so TB here and here. TB and ERB, it is actually the expiry date. That is correct. Correct matching. So A1 and B2. So we'll go with the option number first. Now let's see the question, option number 35. So here it is 35 is saying that thrombin in turn are formed from the inactive substance present into the plasma, that is called as a prothrombin. It was inactive from the thrombin, so prothrombin was actually converting into the thrombin. Prothrombin to thrombin. Okay, so I'll show you prothrombin to thrombin. Okay, and then from thrombin, which is converting the fibrinogen into the fibrin. It was converting the fibrinogen into the fibrin. Okay, so here the thrombin was responsible for converting the fibrinogen, which was inactive, into the fibrin, which is active, and this fibrin will make the complete network at the site of the injury, and in these only RBC and WBC will be entangled. Okay, so that is what the complete process. So assertion we can say it is correct. Okay, the complex halices fibrinogen required for changing the prothrombin to the thrombin. Okay, so that is also correct, but here the enzyme complex fibrinogen required, it was actually the fibrinogen to the fibrin we have seen, not prothrombin to the thrombin. Okay, so the opposite actually they are telling. If in case if we will revert it, so we can say that is the correct option. Okay, so the assertion is correct, but reason is actually incorrect. So we'll go with the second one. The next is cerebellum has convoluted surface, and the reason is cerebellum are having more neurons. So because of the more neurons, the surface area is actually convoluted. So that is also correct, and both are correct explanation also. Okay, so we'll go with the first option. That is memory based question, you have to learn that. Okay, question number 36. Okay, now let's see the question number 37. Clotting factors are present into what? In the plasma and in the inactive form. That is why our blood is not clotting. If it would be into the active form, so blood will be clot into the body and we will not able to survive properly. Okay, so A and B together. The next 38. Given below are the two statements. Labia majora are pair fold of the tissues under the labia majora. Sorry, minora is under the labia majora. Absolutely correct here. because that is what NCERT line exactly, majora under the minora, and it is a tissue fold. Okay, so that is correct. And spermatogonia is diploid and containing the 23. How it is diploid and 23 together? If it is diploid, then it would be 46. If it is haploid, then 23. So it is incorrect. So 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect. We'll go with the second option. The next 39, here the diagram they have given, we have to find out the correct matching. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so A is primary follicle. It was actually the primordial follicle, or we can say here according to the NCERT line, that is a primary follicle cells, but it is not the gamete mother cell. It is not the gamete mother cell. Incorrect. Okay, so incorrect one. Corpus B is the corpus luteum. Saying B, corpus luteum will be this one. B is actually the corpus luteum. D is the corpus luteum. Okay, so cannot be the answer. Okay, B is not the corpus luteum. C is the Giraffian follicle. Absolutely, it is a Giraffian follicle. It is a Giraffian follicle cell. So from the Giraffian follicle, ovulation process is going on, and what is coming out? This ovum, which is actually the secondary oocyte. It is a secondary oocyte. Okay, so that is also correct. So given here in the third option. Okay, secondary oocyte. The next question number 40. Statement is the world population which was around 2 billion in the 1900. It was around 2 billion. Okay, so we can say it was like correct only in according to the data of the reproductive health. From the reproductive health they have given reproductive health chapter. Okay, so there only we have seen that 2 billion in the 1900. So correct only, and the world population was not 7.2, it was 6 billion. It was 6 billion, right? Into 2000. Okay, in 2000 it was 6 billion, not the 7.2. So it is incorrect. So statement 1 is correct and 2 is incorrect. Second option. The next is given below are the two statement. Again statement based question. Reproductive event occur before the puberty. It was occurring before the puberty only in the females. Only in females, not in the males. So for the male it is incorrect. If they have to mention about that if it is in the female only, then it could be correct. Otherwise it is incorrect. Sperm formation continue even into the old man. That is also correct. This is correct. First would be incorrect. First is incorrect. 2 is correct. Third option. The next question number 42 is the universe is almost 20 billion years old. Absolutely correct answer according to the evolution chapter. Okay, so this is correct. In the solar system of the Milky Way galaxy, the Earth is supposed to be having formed about 4.5 billion years back. That is also correct. So both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Okay. The next question number 43 is that green revolution succeeded in the tripling. That is correct. The food supply, and GMO stand for the genetically modified organism. That is also correct one. Both are correct. Statement 1 and 2 both are correct. With the 43 would be the first option. Oh, sorry, not incorrect. It should be correct. So it would be option number 4. Okay. Now let's see question number 44. Again from the example of the animal kingdom. Okay, so if you have learned the example as well as their important properties of the animal kingdom, it would be well and good for you in the exam. Otherwise it is going to be very typical and very hectic for you to grab the questions. Okay, if you have not completed, just do it today itself. Okay, so spider, king crab, prawn, labio. Okay, so you have to find out the respiratory organ for these organism given here. Okay, so just let us match it. So spider is actually the book lung, having the book lung. Spider is what? Spider would be from the phylum Arthropoda. King crab also from the Arthropoda. This is also from Arthropoda. Labiorohu would be from the Ostrectes. Okay, so here let us see that king crab is having what? A2 we have seen. A2 given only in the one option. B is king crab. King crab is again book lungs, book gills. Okay, because Arthropoda kingdom is very big and in that gills, book gills, lungs, book lungs, that all type of the organism are using the different type of the respiratory organs. So we can say, but even some are, we should know about the some. Okay, so here the prawn is what, C is actually the gills. Prawn is actually having the antennal gland for the excretion, antennal gland, or also known as the green gland. That is as extra information for you. If you know, that is very good. Okay, so we'll go with the second option. Then question number 45. Here the IUT, intrauterine transfer, zygote intrafallopian transfer, gamete intrafallopian transfer, and medical termination of the pregnancy. So here it would be induced the abortion. Okay, so D3 given here only. Okay, and A is what, zygote. Let's see, zygote intrafallopian tube, intrauterine transfer. Intrauterine transfer means more than 8 division, and zift means up to 8 division. So means B1 and C2. Okay, so B1 C, sorry, not C2, 1, sorry, A2. Okay, so A2 given here. Okay, now let's see the next one. Trachea is a straight tube extending up to mid abdominal cavity. Is it so? Not mid abdominal cavity, which divide at the level of the fifth lumbar vertebra into the right and the left pulmonary bronchi. Rest of the point is correct, but this is incorrect. This line is making, this statement is making the complete statement wrong. This sentence is making the complete statement wrong. So 46 would be incorrect. Okay, then trachea, primary, secondary, tertiary, and terminal bronchi, and the initial bronchiole supported by the incomplete cartilaginous ring. 46 would be the 3, because incorrect, 1 is incorrect, and here both is incorrect. 1 is incorrect, second is correct. So we'll go with the third statement. The next 47, choose the correct about the Vaucheria bronchopty. Vaucheria, we have seen triploblastic in the presence of the excretory pore. Okay, muscular pharynx. Okay, cellular level, no, it was not having the cellular level, it was having the organ system, organ level organization. And actually females are longer than the males, right? Female are longer than males, right? So it is also wrong. These two wrong. A and B means first and second would be correct. First and second are true. The next is evolution in the nature could be possible due to the nature selection, gene recombination, mutation, genetic drift, and gene flow. These all given into the fourth statement. Very simple question. Then question number 49 already marked. Sorry for that. Let us see that descending loop of Henle. Descending loop of Henle was having the permeability for the water, permeable for water, and impermeable for the ions, right? Impermeable for ions. Okay, if we will talk about the ascending loop of Henle, it would be just vice versa of the descending, that is having the permeable or the permeability for ions and impermeable for the water. For water. Okay, so given here permeable for the water, impermeable for the electrolyte. These two, A and the B only, are true. These two are actually for the ascending loop of Henle. This is for the descending loop of Henle. So this one. Okay. Next and the last question is here. Okay, so given a statement here, the condyctides are the marine but migrated for the spawning to the fresh water, that we have seen in the cyclostome, right? So it is incorrect, not the condyctides. And this condyctides having the 6 to 15 pair of the gills. So 6 to 15 pair of the gill slits for the respiration which cover the operculum. This would be incorrect. So first also incorrect, second is incorrect. Both are incorrect statement. So here are the 50 questions that we have seen, and I hope all will help you and all would be understood by you. Let's see in the comment if just write that whether if you are interested in this or not. And I hope you are doing well preparation for the upcoming exam. Do well and just update me regarding your study level, that how much you have completed and how much portion is remaining. Okay, see you in the next topic. See you with a very good topic in the next video. Thank you.